application process and found two great social entrepreneurs that we worked with last summer, and they created Davidson Venture Labs. And from that, we decided, now wouldn't it be great if we were able to not only work with Davidson College, but if we could work with universities throughout the city? And what if we were to put them in at Packard Place and to incubate and accelerate them for the summertime and make it available for students that are from Charlotte? And so that's what we did this year. And we opened up applications. We had 40 applicants, and we selected 8 students to be in the program. Well, one of the cool things that happened is we didn't think necessarily that we would get students from different universities outside our area, but that's what happened, because as we thought about the process, we have students that are from Charlotte, but they attend other universities. So the students that you'll be hearing from today are local or attend local universities like Johnson C. Smith University, Johnson & Wales University, and Davidson College, but you'll also hear students from Elon as well as from the University of Florida. And so we're very excited about our ability to reach out beyond Charlotte, but to take care of the students that we work with here as well. So with that, I want to go ahead and start thanking some of the sponsors that made it possible for us to be here today. So I think I'm supposed to click something here. Hold on. This is a good test. Did this one? Which way? Perfect. This one? So I'm testing it out for our students. Yeah. All right, so we'd like to thank UNC Charlotte and the Levine Scholar Program. We'd like to also thank Davidson Venture Lab. We also like to thank Johnson C. Smith University Innovo Labs, Ron Stodgehill and Keisha, who are here as well. Where are you guys at? Great. We also want to thank Johnson & Wales University. Thank Johnson & Wales for allowing us to use the space today, and also for allowing us to work with Casey, who's going to be presenting today. All right, I'm going to try again. This button. Thank you. All right. And then we had some wonderful sponsors who helped us throughout the program. So Juan Garzon of Garzon Company, who helped us with our students with their pitches. We also want to thank Moore Van Allen, which is a law firm that has been working with us for since 2013, that provided legal seminars and attorneys to work with our companies. We also want to thank Faster Glass Consulting, Robinson, Bradshaw, and Henson. And of course, we also want to thank Packard Place, where we're based, for housing us and providing all the space for the students this summer. So if you would give our sponsors a big round of applause. And so out of the sponsors I named, I'd like to recognize, let's see if I can make this happen. Nope. How do I make it go back the other way? I also like to re-acknowledge the UNC Charlotte's Levine Scholar Program. If Sam would come forward, Sam McClinney. So Sam is a Levine Scholar, and Sam and I met about a year ago when Sam was working on a project to create a TEDx event for social entrepreneurship. And in our conversations, we began to talk about the work that we do at Queen City Forward. And Sam, as a part of his program, decided to work with Queen City Forward. And I want to tell you a little bit, let him tell you a little bit about his work this summer and his contribution to the program.
Hey, everybody. So when Charles asked me to come and talk to you all about why I got involved with Queen City Forward and ImpactU, I was excited because it was an opportunity to talk about something that I was really passionate about and something that, to me, just makes so much sense. And so I got to work on, something I was going to say, and I came up with this kind of concept about belief, and I was going to talk about that. And it was really good, and I wrote it out completely, but it was also kind of corny. And so I decided that it would be better if I didn't say it. And also I thought it kind of could just apply to entrepreneurship in general. And so I wanted to come up with something that was about ImpactU and what these students are doing here. And so I thought about it, and it came to me when I was having a conversation with Charles this past Monday, I think, and we were talking about the program and critiquing it, and what was good, what was bad, and actually, the thing that came to me was it was one of the critiques, and it was, these students are so young that a lot of them don't even know if they want to be entrepreneurs yet. Yet, we decided to commit time and money to their ideas just because we think they're good and because, they're such talented individuals. And, entrepreneurship has this kind of niche feel to it in, this city and this country and the world in general. We think about it as a way for a lot of mid-career people to kind of change direction and try something new. Or we have this idea of a college student in, a building coding for 24 hours. And it's much more than that. Entrepreneurship is, something much bigger. And I kind of think about it in a way like the general education classes you take in college. You take them not because it has anything to do with what you're interested in, but you take them because they're things that should be understood and things that should be studied because they're important to the culture of the city, the country, and the world. And to me, that's what ImpactU is. It's stating that entrepreneurship is something that should be taught and should be learned because it's not just important for people who are trying to start a business, but it's important to the world as a whole because it contributes so much. And to me, that is why I chose to kind of help out with ImpactU and sponsor it financially, because these students, whether they want to be entrepreneurs or not, are talented individuals and should learn about entrepreneurship and what it is about. Thank you.
And thank you, Sam, for your time and for your contribution to the program as a sponsor. And so at this time, I want to just make sure that everybody knows that if you are tweeting tonight, please follow us at QC Forward. We're also, thanks to CLT Blog, Matt down here, we're live streaming for the first time. So there's some folks in Raleigh, HQ Raleigh, that's watching the presentation tonight. So we're very excited about that. So with that, I'd like to introduce our MC for the evening. I'll put this clicker down because I'm just going to make more of a mess. So our MC for tonight is Jeff Thomas, who is a board member of Queen City Forward. He directs and manages the operations of College of Business at Johnson & Wales University here, which includes a team of 14 faculty members. He previously worked as a business attorney in Chicago and Silicon Valley, where he advised clients on organizing new entities, angel investments, venture capital financing, building teams, and intellectual property. He's also worked at educational institutions including Belmont Abbey College, Chicago Kent College of Law, and DePaul University and Northwestern School University of Law. In addition to teaching in the classroom, Jeff has designed and managed experiential learning initiatives. His entrepreneurial ventures have included launching innovative academic programs and starting a web-based company that assists attorneys seeking alternative careers. So Jeff has received his JD from Harvard Law School and his Bachelor of Business Administration from the University of Michigan. He's also received state and national awards for his results on the CPA exam. So we're excited to have Jeff Thomas with us, who's going to be emceeing tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sal. All right, thanks everyone for coming out tonight, and I just want to give an extra, again, thanks to Johnson & Wales University, the school I work for making this venue available. A lot of you have come up to me before the event tonight, and we're very impressed at our venue. I guess we take it for granted because we're here all the time, but it is a pretty cool spot for tonight's activities. Speaking of tonight's activities, just to give you a big picture of what's coming, we're going to hear 7 pitches. Those pitches are going to be 5 minutes apiece. Arnar, where are you? You're a timer? You got our timer still? Oh, Robert's timing now. Okay. Robert's our timer here. So he's going to let the participants know. The students are going to, again, have 5 minutes to pitch. He's going to give them a 1-minute warning, and he's going to tell them when time is up. But we're going to go through those 7 ventures in a row. Actually, in between, I think, venture 4 and 5, we're going to have one of our ventures do a dance production demonstration. So you'll see that. But we should probably be done here by 7:30. That is a little bit of time between now and then, though. So if you have to get up and use the restrooms, just so you know, there are restrooms right outside that door, the women's restrooms, and there's a men's restroom right out there. But you can get to them from either door once you're outside of the building. Okay? All right, so tonight is exciting. The students have not just worked on their pitches this summer, but they've actually worked on their ventures. And getting down here and doing this presentation, as you can imagine, is pretty exciting, and it's pretty challenging to put a lot of information into just a 5-minute pitch. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our first venture of this evening. It's a student, Jensen, from Elon, and his venture is Hope.
The average person might not believe that their dollar can really have an impact on hunger. And that might be true depending on where they spend their dollar. At McDonald's, you can, for $1.19, get a double cheeseburger, which is a little bit less than half a pound of food. But at a local food pantry, for $1, you can get 5 pounds of food, which is a little bit more than 13 meals. Your dollar can have an impact on hunger. The question is, how do we help everybody realize that their dollars can have an impact on hunger? My name is Jensen Roll, and I'm the founder of Hope, Helping Other People Eat. Hope is a nonprofit organization fighting hunger by providing sustainably financial support. We do this through a certification process with restaurants. By eating at a Hope certified restaurant like the one you see behind me, you will be part of this process. When you get your receipt back at the restaurant, like the one this boy is holding here, there will be a slip. On that slip, there will be different facts about hunger. For example, 1 in 5 children in the United States of America is food insecure. And that number is even larger in the state of North Carolina. 1 in 4 children in the state of North Carolina are food insecure, or 25% of all children in the state of North Carolina. After reading this, you can flip the slip over, and on the back you'll have the opportunity to sign, like this woman here is doing, that you would like to donate. Recorded in their point of sale system, indicated by this cash register, and that money is collected at the beginning of each month by a Hope representative. From here, 10 to 15% is taken out for overhead costs, and the rest goes directly to local food pantries. So this is kind of similar to King's Kitchen. It's not only good food that you're having at King's Kitchen, and the food there is great. I had it last weekend. It's also something that you're doing in the community. There's social good that's happening while you're eating there. It's the same when you eat at a Hope certified restaurant. By eating there, not only are you supporting that restaurant and filling your stomach, but you can help fill other stomachs who might not be able to do that on their own. So another image that we like to kind of tell people is that if a food pantry needs $5,000 at the end of the year and 5 people are giving $1,000 each, that's great. But we want to add, in addition to that, 5,000 people who are giving $1 each. So that way, it's not only 5 people who know about hunger, but 5,000 people that know about hunger. And it's not only, or if 2 people leave that donation, it's not $2,000 leaving, but $2 leaving. So it's much more sustainable. This is not just an idea. Hope is already functioning in Alamance County, about 2 hours from here. We have 8 restaurants that are Hope certified, and at this point we've raised $3,000 that's gone directly to local food pantries. In addition to that, we've raised $10,000 in startup funds, which has gone directly to startup costs. I came up with this idea because I've been working in food pantries as a volunteer since I was about 5 years old. I've seen mothers, I've seen families that can't feed themselves, and I've been at food pantries that have had to turn people away because they weren't able to pay for the next person coming in the door. When I turned 12, I started fighting this on my own. I was able to go door to door with friends collecting canned food, and I saw that I could have an impact on hunger. And then, as I grew older, I saw that not all that food was being used. Some of it would go to waste because maybe not everybody likes lima beans, or it just ran out. It expired, and it sat on the shelf and took up space. So when I turned 18, I came up with this idea. And in the last couple years, I've been working on it to get it to a point where I can pitch it to you today and tell you about it. But I'm not alone. I have a team of 14 people that are helping me. We have lawyers, CPAs, dedicated students, professionals in the field of restaurant industry and other areas, and they're working hard day in and day out to make sure that this is an idea that can really impact not only the state, not only the East Coast, but hopefully one day on a national scale. So my question to you would be that if you would like to see Hope come to Charlotte, we would love to talk with you after at our table outside. And we would also appreciate if you would visit our website, hopecertified.com, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can see what we're doing, where we're currently at, what cities we're functioning in, and also be a part of us moving forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jensen. And as Jensen mentioned, we're not taking questions now, but they're definitely welcome. After our event tonight, we're going to have the ventures each going to have its own table outside in the reception area, and you can definitely ask questions at that time. Now, I'm going to turn it over to our next venture. Our next venture is from the Davidson Venture Lab. It's two founders. We have Andy and we have Michael, and the name of the venture is Crossfaded. And as they're getting mic'd up here, I guess I'll throw in a little bit of a spiel of my own here. Since, again, as Charles mentioned, I run the School of Business here at Johnson & Wales University, and I got to say that this accelerator model I think is very cool for entrepreneurship education. There's a lot of things that we can do to teach in the classrooms, and at a school like Johnson & Wales, we really value experiential learning, so you'll see some projects that we try to do in class. We try to get internships and that sort of thing. But I think the accelerators have a really, really neat kind of packaging for entrepreneurship education. There's a definite starting point, there's a definite end. And these students were working for 10 weeks over the summer, and during that time they met mentors, they were introduced to people making several connections, they worked on their pitches, they were given a space. So it's a great little package that we really can put together, I think, not just for college students, but for other entrepreneurs, and really as a way to kind of teach entrepreneurship education. So we're really excited to see this model flourishing. And I'm going to turn it over now to our team that's ready to go.
Around, it's really awkward. A couple people even leave. And so that's why we call this a party foul. Crossfaded is here to fix that. Now, Crossfaded is a mobile application for your phone that is a new way to play music. And to give you a little more background, let me tell you about who we are. My name's Andy Bai. I'm the designer and developer. I'm in charge of making the app. I code it, I design it, all the graphic works. That's on me. Michael DeSimone, he's the music guru. It's ridiculous. He's DJ on campus. He's a music editor. He runs the radio station. He's also a concert promoter. He does a lot of music. And it's his job to make sure that our application plays well with all types of music. It's universal, but it also is unique in the way it handles music. So I know what you're thinking. These guys have all the qualifications, but do they really know their market? Well, that's where market research comes in. And we spend as much time as we can out in the field gathering facts so that we really understand the party environment.
Now, from all of that research, we discovered that Crossfaded is entirely unique to our market. Think of the other streaming services available today, things like Pandora, Spotify, and Rdio. All of them are focused on discovering new music, giving you access to millions of songs and telling you what trends to follow. And that's great and all, but once you have all that music, that's it. Crossfaded's a bit different. We focus on the rediscovery of music, taking the songs you already love and breathing new life into them through unique applications, primarily our transitions. Now, our transitions work a little bit differently than your average music player. Instead of having a song play from start to finish, we work more like a DJ, finding the ideal moment for you to play a song. So above me, we have a little example. Here's a waveform. It shows the song's volume level across time. And then the little red and yellow part is a transition moment. So in this example here, we have So what we did is offer song recommendations to make sure you know exactly what to play every time. Our recommendations are twofold, looking at a song in both its technical and creative aspects. The technical aspects consider BPM, pitch, key, all the internal parts of a song. These are important because it allows for the smooth transitions like the one we just showed. Now the creative aspects like danceability, energy levels, and vocalness, these find the mood of the song, and they really let you figure out exactly how your song is going to interact with each other, if you want to amp up your party's atmosphere, or if you want to really dial it down or slow it down a bit. Now, when you have these song recommendations, you have a full access to your listening experience, giving you something that's the perfect balance of guidance and freedom.
Now that balance is exactly what my party needed at the beginning. Without it, it was no good. But with it, I'm confident the party would have gone on long into the night. Now, I know, it's a lot about parties, but Crossfaded is more than that. We're telling you about parties because, well, we're college students. Now, my mom, she loves to work out. She goes almost daily, but she never thinks about her playlist until she's already at the gym. So Crossfaded will allow her to rapidly make a playlist while she's about to work out. Now, it's more than that, though. Her playlist is also in tune to the tempo of her workout. That means the music is moving at the same pace she is. It's a better workout. And what about when those parties are all over? Yeah, finals. Well, Crossfaded is there too. With its gapless playback, it creates the ideal study environment, so no distractions. We're pretty excited about Crossfaded, and we hope you are too. If so, come by our booth, chat with us, give us your name. We'll be sure to let you know when it's time to get Crossfaded. And one more thing, music sounds best Crossfaded.
Now with that, I feel a lot of pressure here for a smooth transition. So I'm going to do a quick one here and turn it over to our next student entrepreneur, who's actually a recent graduate from Johnson C. Smith. His name is Jeffrey, and Jeffrey has a venture called Young Success. You ready, Jeffrey? All right.
Leo? Cool. Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Griffin, as you said, and tonight I'm presenting to you my mobile app concept called Young Success. Now, I would like to invite you to, I'm sorry, this is it. Sorry. Is it? Okay, so, can I go back? All right, can I go back to the first slide? Can you start over? Start my 5 minutes. Thank you.
So much for that smooth transition.
All right.
Sorry. There we go. You got the right button?
It's
That button.
left one.
There you go.
Gotcha. Thanks for waiting. So today I'm presenting to you my mobile app concept called Young Success. Now, I would like to invite you to a lot of my conversation and some of my peers' conversation while we were in school. You go to the cafeteria, but you're tired of the food. So you ask some of your friends, like, hey, who's cooking? Well, I don't have any coupons, so we have to go to the grocery store. You look on websites to see if you can find any relevant coupons to see if any products match that. Which that's the first problem that's really hard to find. Trying to find relevant coupons for those products you want to purchase at the grocery store. Next, once you walk into the store, it's really hard to keep track of all the items and how much the total cost is going to be. And that's where we want to integrate this mobile application. Right now across the nation, the average college student earns about $757 per month. The average spending power for the year 2013 is $400 billion. Now, would you believe me if I told you that 10% of that goes to groceries? Well, it's the truth. As of 2013, $42 billion is going towards grocery spending just from the millennium generation. Now, looking at all these statistics, I want to take a deeper dive analysis, not only across the nation, but here in the city of Charlotte. With there being 22 million college students in the country right now, and over 30,000 in the city of Charlotte, I sent out a poll. And that poll is basically asking, what are some of your behaviors when you go grocery shopping, specific to your financial needs? Here's some of the statistics that came back. 90% of the survey respondents said that they overspend their budget when they go grocery shopping. So I was like, okay, that sounds pretty normal. But once I figured out the amount, it said it's $30 per visit. So I was like, okay, now that's an extreme number. So hypothetically speaking, if you go grocery shopping at least twice a month, you're overspending $60 per month. That same $60 multiplied the 12 months that you're going grocery shopping is $720 just for one individual that you're overspending. That same $720 multiplied by the roughly 30,000 college students in Charlotte is $2 million, so over $2,304,000 problem. And that is why I'm here to solve this issue. Young Success is a simple platform. What you see across other products is 3 separate products, but here we want to offer it on one platform. We want you to be able to input how much you would like to spend as soon as you walk into the retail location when you go grocery shopping. You scan the products that you're picking up, putting in your grocery cart, and you're receiving advertised coupons that match the products that you're putting into your groceries. So that way you're always up to date of how much you're spending when you scan the products, and you're also savings by the coupons that you're adding. The current solutions right now, Grocery IQ is the top grossing mobile application offered on the mobile app store with over 1 million installs. However, you can't scan products with that mobile offering. And of course, everybody knows about every Tuesday in the mail you receive all these coupon offerings, but it's hard to keep up with them when you go to the grocery store. And lastly, we want to take out the guesswork of when you go to the grocery store of how much the total cost is going to be before you get to the cash register. Our revenue model is the same as coupons.com, which is a $1 billion organization. We're going to take 3 to 5% of the transaction fee of all the coupons that are used onto the mobile platform. And our business model is simple. You scan the product. We offer deals through advertisements from the retail and strategic partnerships, and Young Success receives 3 to 5% of the transaction. Our path to market is within the first month, we want to still continue to go on college students' campuses and just talk with them with their grocery spending habits, see how they would interact with a mobile application like this. Within the next 3 months, we want to have a prototype available to you. Just send out to about 50 of the college students that we've interviewed throughout this process, just see how they engage with a mobile application. And then lastly, within the next 6 to 8 months, we would like to have a mobile application available to you. This is why you're here. I'm inviting anybody here that was interested in joining the team and would like to build this mobile application with me. And of course, anybody that's familiar with the retail industry that would like to come on for advisory. And Young Success is here because you save. We're here to help you save. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Our next student is Casey Myers, and Casey Myers was actually in this very same room a few months ago as part of a contest we had on our campus. And Charles Thomas from Queen City Ford is one of the judges that day. We're actually here honoring Dan Roselli for his great work over at Packard Place that day. And at the same time, we held our own pitch contest. And Casey ended up winning the contest. And Charles was kind enough to give her a surprise prize and invited her to participate this summer in the program over at Queen City Ford. So that was very cool. And Casey was able to switch her plans and make it work. And I won't get into her adventures. I'll say that for her. But Casey, if I'm not mistaken, your father's down here too. Is that right?
Yeah.
Where is he at?
Tonight.
There he is. Oh, well, welcome. Thanks for coming down. Turn it over to Casey.
Thanks. Did I do it wrong too?
Yeah,
I think I
everyone's
messed it up
doing
too.
it wrong. You're not alone. Yeah.
Sorry. Second one. that right? I hit the back button. Okay, got it. Okay. Good morning, or good evening, sorry, not morning. My company is PAL Hardwood. It's repurposing pallets to make hardwood floors. And my name's Casey Myers. I've been in the flooring industry my entire life because my dad has a retail flooring store in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And for 6 years now, I've been selling it, got a little install, and also I've just been working around the business for 6 years now. So I really enjoy flooring and came up with this idea from working in the company. I keep hitting the wrong one, sorry. The process, there's two directions pallets can take. The traditional way is to the landfill after they're used. And then the way PAL Hardwood is, we're going to take those pallets, pick them up from small businesses and retailers, and repurpose them into lifetime hardwood floors. As you can see right here in the sample, this is one of the samples of the hardwood floors that we're making. And the reason I'm doing this is because pallets are traditionally used once. 54% of them are actually used once, and then they go to a landfill. And the forests used to cut down to make pallets are 10 times the size of New York City, just to give you an idea of how much wood is wasted with pallets. So the solution is to upcycle these pallets and make them into lifetime flooring. By doing that, we're creating a character hardwood that has more character than most hardwood you see out there today, from the weathered look and just the beating of pallets that happen with the traveling that give you that character. And they're handcrafted, and also the cool feature about them is that they're LEED certified, which means anybody that installs them or uses them will get tax incentives for putting those in your buildings. So the market, how we're going to reach a market, we're marketing B2B. So we're marketing to specialty flooring retailers, architects, and interior designers. And our reps will go to these designers and flooring architects and sell to those. So we're not selling directly to the customer. We're selling through other businesses. And we're going to stay on the East Coast for now because that's where our manufacturing is. And we look to, in the future, expanding to the West Coast. Our revenue structure, it costs us $2 a square foot to make it. We're going to sell it for $6 a square foot. And so that gives us approximately a 60% margin. So our competitors. There's a lot of competitors in the green flooring industry today. You have your primary ones are the barnwood and the wine barrel manufacturers. The thing about those, though, are that their products, their material they source is in limited supply. So there's only so many old barns that you have to tear down, and they're not made like they're used to, so they're running out of material today. And also the do-it-yourselfers. Where they struggle is that they don't have the equipment needed to manufacture the hardwood correctly. Hardwood needs to be kiln dried so that the bugs and the moisture content can get down to where it's a viable product inside. So my team, as you can see, my dad's in the middle. He has 20 plus years experience in the retail industry of hardwood flooring. So very great resource, and he helped me to create this sample. So very good and crafty. And then Karen Durning, she actually sells barnwood for the Woods Company, a huge barnwood manufacturer, and she's very knowledgeable about B2B and also just the process to manufacture the hardwood. And lastly, we have Tom Kelly. He's been in the flooring industry for 26 plus years, has extensive knowledge in hardwood and the manufacturing process. And the future for her PAL Hardwood, we're going to stay a niche company and do what we're best at, which is hardwood. And then we look forward to, in the future, hiring individuals with disabilities, special needs, and hiring them to help manufacture the product. And, I mean, hopefully soon I get to see this in your home. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Now we still have 3 more pitches remaining, but between now and our next pitch, we're actually going to have a dance production. It's going to be led by one of the founders of a venture you're going to see in just a little while. And the name of, so in addition to founding Phenom X, Radija has also been a leader on her campus at Johnson C. Smith and starting and running a Dancers of Phenomenal Expression organization. And you'll see that, I don't want to steal her thunder from her pitch, but you'll see there will be some linkage between the work she's done through this organization on campus and her venture. So with that, I will turn it over. And she will be joined also by Ronald Waterman. Also, they're both rising juniors at Johnson C. Smith. Now, crossfader, I need some definite help on that one. I'm going to be the party foul guy tonight after following up that act. But we do have another venture here that's ready to go. This is another team from Davidson. This is actually an alumni from Davidson, as well as a current student there. Randall, who's an alumni, and Sophia, who's a current student. The name of their venture is Justo.
Good evening, I'm Randall Martis.
And I'm Sophia Smith.
Together we represent Davidson College and Justo. As a former fine dining cook in Manhattan with experience at restaurants with 11 New York Times stars and 6 Michelin Guide stars, I know that nothing makes a cook happier than a plate that comes back empty. Tonight we have a special gift for everyone. We've prepared Asian shrimp peanut stir fry for the house. So, wow, I didn't expect that. Now, who doesn't like Asian shrimp peanut stir fry? And is there anyone who cannot have Asian shrimp peanut stir fry? I see a few hands. Raise your hand if you have high cholesterol. Is there anyone who's a vegetarian? Do we have any folks who are allergic to peanuts or shellfish? Now, think about folks you know. Do you know anyone who has high cholesterol? Do you know someone who's a vegetarian or is a peanut or shellfish allergy? That's a lot of people. We guessed you'd all love Asian shrimp peanut stir fry, and actually you all were far more enthusiastic than I expected, so you got me on that one. But for some, we guessed wrong. Let's stop guessing. Let's get it right. Let's get it just right. In Italian culinary terms, that's what Justo means, just right.
Justo is a mobile application that allows you to create, save, and share your food profile. Have a special event like a demo day coming up? Use Justo to collect information of your attendees to make a plate that they love and that'll come back empty.
How does it work?
All right, so let's say that Paula Deen is having a dinner party. She invited some of her buddies. She's got Betty White, Bill Murray, and Mr. T. So first, she would request their Justo. Once all of those profiles are collected, Justo summarizes the data and delivers the preferences and restrictions. This group likes steak, sweet potatoes, and triple C, but hates anchovies and bread. And you know, Betty White's on a liquid diet, so that leaves triple C. No guessing, just right, Justo.
Our early adopters are the 15 million Americans with severe dietary restrictions, such as food allergies. They're also the 29 million Americans who are either vegetarian or vegan. The former group has grown by 50% in the last 17 years. We can either leave these people out in the cold, or we can invite them in and cook them something they love. Something just right, a plate they'll lick clean, justo. And then our early majority, our mainstream users, are the 45 million Americans who diet every year, who are on a paleo diet, an Atkins diet, or a liquid diet like old Betty. They're also the folks who shop at the rapidly growing specialty stores and who like craft beer. These folks don't just like bacon. They like Applewood organic Sunday bacon. They don't just like beer. They, like Betty, like Triple C's Golden Boy. They have very strong preferences. The path to this market began 3 minutes ago when you raised your hands. It continues this fall at Davidson College on September 10th when we cook for the entire student body, and we roll out the beta version of our app. At that point, Sophia will start working with groups on campus, and I'll be working with our beta partners. These are local event planners, chefs, and restaurants that have agreed to kick the tires on the app, to provide feedback, and to build up some data for us to analyze as we go forward.
Our competition is stiff. It's the old ways. Traditional methods like tacking a note on your fridge, verbal reminders, and human memory, which we all know are fallible. Notes on the fridge probably won't help when you're on the go. Human memory and verbal reminders are slaves to our attention spans, which last from now until the next time our phone buzzes. Our digital competition includes enterprise software, which costs upwards of $2,000 a year, and family management apps. Individuals and small businesses obviously aren't so enthusiastic about the price tag on the former, and family management apps focus on planning, journals, and emergency contact information, not preferences, restrictions, and prevention like we do.
Our international team has world-class experience in the food and tech worlds. We have people in Charlotte, New York, Toronto, Chicago, and Austin. Unlike a vast majority of tech firms, we have a very strong female presence, including our advisors. Over half of our team composes of women. Their expertise and experience is going to guide us to what is our largest market, that of women in general. We thank you for your attention tonight. We invite you to our table afterwards, where we do not have Asian shrimp peanut stir fry. For those of you who are excited, we apologize. We do have some double chocolate and hazelnut biscotti you can take with you on your way out. And we have a question for you, which is, how will you use Justo? Thank you and good night.
So to follow the food app, I wanted to make a quick announcement about an initiative that Queen City Forward is going to launch this fall, and it's called the Innovation Challenge, with a focus on increasing access to healthy food. So as I mentioned, in addition to being an accelerator and an incubator, we're also a catalyst for social innovation in Charlotte. So stay tuned. You're going to hear more about the Innovation Challenge, and the goal is to create, what we're going to do is create a business competition that sources for innovative ideas for increasing access to healthy food in Charlotte and to reducing food insecurity. So stay tuned to that. I also want to take a moment to thank all the wonderful volunteers that made tonight possible, as well as the staff of Queen City Forward. So with us tonight, we have some of our mentors and some of our facilitators that presented during ImpactU. So if you are a mentor or a facilitator for the program, if you would mind standing right now, please. Thank you all. Thank you so much. And then I also would like to recognize the Queen City Forward Board. So if you're a member of the Queen City Forward Board, if you would please stand. And I see that our staff has probably disappeared because they're working on getting things done, but I want to acknowledge the hard work of Christy Cahill, who's our program manager and director, who put together the curriculum for ImpactU and for all of the wonderful programming that we do. And I also want to acknowledge our super intern, or let me see if I can say this right, Anotter, are you here? who is an intern that we have this summer that is from Iceland that we're so excited to have with us this summer, who have made ImpactU an extreme success. So thank you to all of our staff and to our volunteers. And if you are interested and so inclined, we'd love to have you as a mentor as we move forward with our programming in the fall and in the spring next year. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, we did have a very quick wardrobe change. Ridaja is ready to go here with her presentation for her venture now, which is called Phenom X. And as you recall, she just did a dance production demonstration. And again, she's a rising junior over at Johnson C. Smith.
Hello, can everybody hear me? Yeah? So, hello, my name is Radija Hudson. I'm a rising junior at Johnson C. Smith University, and I'm a double major in both math and dance. And today, I would like to present to you Phenom X Dance and Fitness Company. Stress among college students is extremely high. Stress can cause things like cancer, colds, and food, just to name a few. But these are the leading reasons why people exercise. As a student, I have to be focused, organized, and I get graded all day. So I decided to create a service that would help me relieve stress throughout the day. We wanted to challenge the current condition pertaining to relieving stress and dance and fitness entertainment. We created a dance fitness service that is fun, rebellious, and structured. A place where people can express themselves, they're one with fitness, and they're entertained. We host dance fitness classes and camps that are a creative outlet for stress. Some of our classes are body conditioning and strength, dancer style, hot yoga, art of seduction, just to name a few. Camps are personalized and will come with a package of classes, workshop, personalized choreography, and fitness plans. Our pathway to market would be mentor and mentees, word of mouth, and social media. Our current customers are Sarah and Roger Management Incorporation. They are also a startup here in Charlotte, and it is also founded by college students at Johnson C. Smith University. They manage models that help companies promote and enhance their brands. We have been hired to teach classes, workshops, private choreography, and fitness plans. Annually, the dance fitness industry receives about $25 billion in revenue. By 2018, there will be 30,000 businesses and up to 540,000 employees. The income for Phenom X would be in classes, camps, and apparel. The outcome would come in rent and transportation. Although these businesses are our competition, none of them are focused towards stress with college students. Although there are gyms at college campuses, 80% of gym memberships never get used. Founders. Myself, I have been dancing for 13 years. I've taken dance classes at Spelman University. I have been an advisor at dance camps, and I have been a mentor and counselor at a performing arts center. Gia and Marley have both been dancing for 12 years. They have been trained in ballet, tap, jazz, and acrobatics at Dance Makers of Atlanta. They have also attended Performing Arts High School. Marley, here on the right-hand side, is a visual performing arts major at Johnson C. Smith University. Gia and I are dance minors at Johnson C. Smith University. After this, we will test our targets at Johnson C. Smith. We are also building our website. It is under construction. And we are looking forward to hosting our first class August the 21st at Johnson C. Smith University. We ask that you guys help us get certified as yoga instructors, Zumba instructors, and Pilates instructors. And we would like for you guys to spread the awareness. Thank you.
Thank you, Adija. Now, wrapping up our last student venture this evening is going to be a student who's currently at the University of Florida. He's a Gator. Looks like he's still getting his mic put on. And I know we have one of our people in the crowd here is always likes to tell the story about the Gatorade and how University of Florida turned that into such a big success. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Gator. You ready to go, Jake? All right, we'll get him.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Jake Corday, and I'm the co-founder of Bad Glass Studios, an innovative mobile applications company. Bad Glass Studios was founded by 5 University of Florida students after we identified a few problems with mobile applications and mobile application trends that we wanted to fix. So the first problem that we looked to tackle was one of photo sharing. How many of you guys in the room right now have smartphones? All right, so as I expected, most if not all of you. And how many of you guys use photo sharing applications such as Snapchat or Instagram? All right, so a lot of you. That's great. So then maybe you guys can relate to this problem. The problem that myself and my co-founders realized was that when we had something cool we wanted to share with our friends, a cool moment, there were so many different options to choose from to share that photo, and none of them really stood out as the most fun, most engaging way. And so what we wanted to do was create the most fun, interactive way to share a photo. And that culminated in the creation of our first mobile application, ClickMix, which is the most interactive way to share a moment. What ClickMix is one user will send a photo to a friend, and then on the receiving end, when you receive that photo from your friend, it turns into a puzzle for you to piece back together so you can earn points, unlock cool things in the application, and see that photo. Since our release on January 22nd of this year, with very light advertising, we've mostly been focused on improving the product. We've had over 2,000 downloads, and over 40,000 photos have been sent on ClickMix to date. Here you can see some screenshots from the application. On the leftmost pane there, you can see the home screen of the application where you would choose to either upload a picture from your phone's gallery or take a picture yourself. In the second picture, in the middle, you can see the photo editing page where you can, if you have enough points, you can unlock filters to put over the picture, such as flipping it upside down, maybe turning the colors black and white, things like that. Also, you can add a caption to your photo, and you can save the photo to your phone's gallery. On the right, you can see the page where you choose the friends that you want to send the picture to. And after you hit the send icon, that picture goes straight to your friends. Here you can see some of the screenshots from the receiving end. On the left, you'll see the difficulty page where once you choose that picture in your inbox, you choose easy, medium, or hard puzzles, or which puzzle you would want to do, and they vary based on the amount of tiles that the puzzle is. On the right there, you can see the picture from the previous slide, and that's the medium puzzle, 12 pieces. So who's our market? We've identified our market as teens and young adults because these are the people that are the most active on social media, and also they are readily willing to accept new trends and new cool ways to share their content. The way we want to reach this market is through viral app features, including Facebook integration and contact book integration within the application, so that when you have a friend that does not have the application that you want to send photo puzzles back and forth with, you can send them from straight within the application and invite to download it on the App Store or the Google Play Store, and so it makes it really easy to share. Also, word of mouth. What we've found is from the users that have downloaded the application so far and the ones who are testing for us is that they have so much fun on ClickMix that they're more than willing to share the application with 1, 2, or even more friends because they want to share photo puzzles with them as well. So our costs. What we've done is we've done calculations based on up to 500,000 users. We found that the services we're currently using to host our pictures, to do push notifications, they allow us to use data up to certain levels. There's a free version, and so up to about 500,000 users, we have no cost. When we get to around that area, we're going to be seeking investments so we can secure the capital to afford these payments that we're going to incur past that level. We are not looking into monetization yet. Right now we're focused on product development, and then we're going to focus on user growth, and then we're going to move on to monetization. But when we do get there, our plan for a revenue model is an opt-in advertisement model that works like this. When you do not have photos currently in your inbox that your friends have sent to you, but you still want to play with ClickMix, you still want to earn points, you can go to the More Puzzles section, and in the More Puzzles section, there will be advertisements that turn into puzzles. So you're basically choosing voluntarily to look at these advertisements and interact with them, which creates a much more positive experience with that advertisement because you're having fun with it, you're interacting with it, instead of it being a distraction, which is a very negative connotation and doesn't really affect those businesses in a positive light. So these advertisements, as you can see right there, that's one from Pepsi Max, and that's how it would look on the right as a puzzle. So also, when we grow our user base substantially, we're hoping that there are some other larger social media companies that might be interested in acquiring us, and so there are some possible exit strategies there. The competition is stiff. We have Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook to compete with, all these photo sharing services. But what we want to do is we want to start in Gainesville at the University of Florida. We already have a substantial user base there. We're going to start there, try to expand out from there. People who use the product seem to love it, so we're hoping that we can expand from there. What's next for Bagwell Studios? Well, we have an update for ClickMix coming very soon that features enhancements to the UI, some new functions to the application, and also these viral features. We have some other apps that we are working on right now, and some that are on the horizon that range from productivity all the way to social media applications. Also, through the experience that we've had developing ClickMix and launching that product, we've gained a ton of experience, and we're ready to do some contract work. So right now we're in talks with some individuals and some companies about doing some software development work for them, as well as mobile application development. So we're looking forward to those partnerships. In conclusion, thank you guys so much for being here for Demo Day 2014, hearing what I've had to say and what the other entrepreneurs have had to say. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any software development or mobile application development work that you guys need done, or you know somebody that does, I'd love to have a talk with you guys afterwards. Also, I hope that you guys get in the mix with ClickMix and download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store. I would love to hear any feedback you guys have about that or any questions you have about the application afterwards. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Jake. Now, I guess one round of applause for all of our student entrepreneurs. That was a great first class, I think, for our Queen City Forward's first college accelerator program. And when you think of college, for most people, you think of 4 years. And I guess one of the things I would, because a lot of these people just graduated, or some are still going back to school. But if you think of all the changes that have happened in the last 4 years with entrepreneurship, it's pretty crazy. I was talking to 4 Davidson students who said that their program is really kind of getting launched right now. It's really brand new. It's just starting. And also, if you think about just entrepreneurship in Charlotte, who heard of Packard Place 4 years ago? CLT Jewels. Ben Craig Center used to be the Venture Prize. Ben Craig Center, just a few years ago. All of these changes, or in Queen City Forward, all of these changes have really taken place in a really short period of time. Our perception of entrepreneurship is very different. And education is trying to keep up. We're trying to catch up, I should say. We're trying to learn how to teach this because it's really exciting stuff. It's interdisciplinary, too. We have people from all different backgrounds that are pursuing entrepreneurship. And frankly, I think it's a national phenomenon. I don't know if Shark Tank gets a lot of credit, but again, 4 years ago, how many people in this room heard of Shark Tank? Again, entrepreneurs are just viewed very differently. It's a very exciting time to be an entrepreneur. So again, looking back the last 4 years, we see all these big changes that have happened nationally and in Charlotte and in education with entrepreneurship. But I'm going to turn it over now to Shay, who's one of the board members at Queen City Forward, and she's going to talk a little bit about maybe a vision for the future in entrepreneurship education, in particular with Queen City Forward.
Thank you, Jeff. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot to do tonight. I need to go plan my dinner party, but get my Justo app going so that then I can go to the grocery store and make sure I don't spend too much while walking around in my new hardwood floored kitchen. So this is going to be a really, really tough evening. Well, I don't know about you, but I did not spend my college years spending my summer at a fantastic entrepreneurial incubator, but if I had, I would probably be a billionaire by now. But these wonderful students and just graduated students have spent a amazing summer. I'm just so impressed with what they've done, as I think most of us are. This is all, of course, due to Queen City Forward. Now, this is the pitch. Queen City Forward has helped these fantastic entrepreneurs probably accelerate their growth exponentially over the last few weeks. This is something that does not come cheap. As you all know, it takes mentorship. It takes the leadership of Charles and Christy. It takes a village to make these entrepreneurs where they are today and help them and continue to help them. This isn't the end. They're going to continue to be helped. But one thing that we really want to ask of you as Queen City Forward board members and supporters of the organization is this doesn't come cheap. We need your support in 2 ways. Of course, we want everybody to dig in their pocket, just like, the NPR and the telethon folks. I'm going to ask you to dig in your pocket if that's something that you can do. But the other thing that Queen City Forward really needs is the connection to companies and organizations that have the financial means to help support. We've got great supporters for our upcoming incubators. We've got great supporters that we would like to do even more next year when we've got wonderful college students with us for the summer. We'd like to be able to maybe offer them a stipend so that we can help defray some of their costs and bring some wonderful young entrepreneurs back to Charlotte. So what we ask of you is, you saw the board members stand up a little bit ago. Most everyone here knows Charles and Christy. If you are able to donate personally, or if you've got a connection to a company, we've got great companies like Ortho Carolina, Blue Cross Blue Shield. A lot of really noteworthy companies have decided to make a financial investment in Queen City forward. This is bringing the future of entrepreneurship forward in Charlotte, and it's going to continue to help us grow our economy. So please come and help us with any connections you might be able to have that can help us financially support Queen City forward. So thank you again. You guys did wonderful, and it's been a great evening. Thank you.
And please remember to join us outside, just in the area, in the reception area. I hear there's going to be some food, and obviously our student entrepreneurs with their tables if you have follow-up questions. And thank you all for coming.